Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for Monday through Thursday, December 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Now, you know that when I'm doing the week, Monday through Thursday, I am going to be using these Radley Valentine decks. This is my Archangel Power Tarot cards, and this is my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. Now, I will also be using my Emily Anderson Crystal deck and my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies, written by Frances Monroe, right? Yep. And artwork by Judy Mastrangelo. Now, this is just the this is the introduction. You will see this tagged on to all the videos. So if you want to bypass or if you want to cross-watch, however you want to do it, down there you should have a timestamp and it will bypass the introduction. I hope you watch the introduction at least one time. Also, remember to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. It really has been making a major difference. More and more people have been seeing the videos, so thank you. Please keep doing that. You keep me on. Okay, but for those who bypass, I'll see you at the main readings. Now, this is the universal reading. This is the overall reading, what's going on in the world. This is also I'm going to be using my Rider-Waite deck and my Osha Zen Tarot deck. Now, we're also going to go and look at what is going on with the planets per se on the 6th of December. Now, they're always interesting, and the more I learn, the more I know how much little I do know. So the more I know, I need to learn more. So on December 6th, we have Mercury, which is in Sagittarius, and it is going to be squared with Jupiter, which is in Pisces right now. They're both at that 29 degrees. So I'm not quite sure where we're going, because in just a little bit of time, Mercury is going to be entering into Capricorn, and just right at that same day, just a little bit of time from each other. So Sagittarius is very adventurous. Mercury is about our communications. It's about our electronics. And also, too, the other thing about Mercury, at the end of the month, it will be going retrograde. That will be the 4th retrograde for 2022. It happens, but it doesn't happen a lot. So Mercury has some real big play in the game right now. Mercury is something to watch. So how is it, adventure, Mercury, communications, squaring with Pluto. Now remember, squaring is a little bit, it's not necessarily opposing it, but it is putting a little more pressure on each of this. Jupiter, planet of largesse, Pisces, water energy, and that is all about, dreams and visions, things like that too. So that's squaring. However, like I said, Mercury will be going into Capricorn, earth energy, about your home, your life, tangible energy, your work energy. So you could be hearing maybe somebody could be going out for a job interview. It looks really, really positive. That squaring with Jupiter could be a very good sign, or it could be one of those times that the answer was not expected per se. Doesn't mean that it's negative. It just means, oh, I didn't see that coming. But then that Capricorn thing makes it more earthbound, makes it more reality. The interesting part for me, let me get there, is that Mercury crosses over what is called the galactic center, and that's 28-29 with Sagittarius. The galactic center, and again, like I said, the more I know, I don't know. This is the center of the Milky Way. This is the center of the universe. Or the galaxy. This is the center, and it has a very massive black hole. Not quite sure what we're doing with all of that, but it is something that's going to be a very, so communication could just change. There could be a major change in communication. So let's just put that out there. The 7th of December, and this is going to be Eastern time, we will have that full moon, and that will be 11:07 p.m. Eastern time. So it could be it could be in the evening on the 7th, or it could be in the morning of the 8th. It's right around there. So this is going to be, the full moon will be in Gemini. Now, I have heard the full moon being called an angry moon, because, Mars is retrograde in Gemini right now. I'm going to look at this. Now, yes, Mars is a warrior energy, warrior planet, but I'm going to look at this more as, because you have to think the warriors are also very strategic. So I'm going to think that this might be, there might be some very forceful energies with this planet or with this, what's going on here. But I'm going to think that there's going to be some strategy with this energy too. So it's not necessarily, even though it may look, maybe something looks like it's out of control, but I feel like it's more controlled than we think. Now the full moon is conjunct with Mars. So that actually, even though, conjunct with Mars, which is in, retrograde in Gemini, and conjuncting actually works together. It pushes it together. It is trining with Saturn, which is again a positive energy. Saturn in Aquarius, okay, there's our card for that one. Trining in Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius, that's basically a positive thing too. Saturn, of course, illusion versus reality. So, we might be seeing something pop with the with Saturn. That full moon energy, again, full moon is squaring with Neptune in Pisces, and it is squaring also with Jupiter in Pisces. So there's a little more pressure put on with Neptune and Pisces, hidden energies. We will see what we will see. I have posted what I do here, what I'm looking at. I have posted that on my blog. Wasn't able to send out any links, but I'll try to get that to my Facebook and my Instagram and my YouTube channel also under community. And then we go to the 8th, where the Sun, Sagittarius, is opposing Mars, which is retrograde. So that's, like I said, opposing is opposing. It's like saying, don't like what you're doing here. So we have this thing with the full moon. Like I said, some people are calling it an angry full moon. I am looking at it as a very strategic full moon. I'm also looking at it as very, it may not necessarily make sense to us, okay? But again, full moons, I do not say to worship the full moons, but we are told to look to the heavens. There will be signs and wonders in heavens. So to look to them. But the thing about the full moon, it is a time, it does affect the earth. It does affect the people of the earth. It is a time where I look to release what's holding me back, relinquish what I don't need anymore, and request the stuff that I would like. Release, relinquish, and request. 3 days before, 3 days after, the moon energies are very strong. I look at it as a way, it is a divine creation. I look at it as a way to remind me to ask, to ask God, Source, Holy Spirit, whoever that is to you, hey, we need some help down here. Okay, so let's see. Remind you too that I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. So, that galactic, that center thing, that I have to look that up a little bit more. So here we go. Let's see what we've got here now. What higher power? Higher power. What the heck is going to happen? What is going on? What do we need to know? What's going on with the world, especially with this full moon energy all around us? Just a lot of stuff. And I know the fact that I was rushing through it like that means that to me, it means that it's going to be a very powerful energy for this full moon. Okay, here we go. 8s, remember, are about, unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. 7 is, to me, it is a divine number and divine interference, divine umbrella. So let's see what we've got here. I've got a card down here. When they fly. I have a card from Osha Zen Tarot, so we will put that here too. Let's see what we have now, our Rider-Waite cards. Here we go. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Now, if you've been following me, you know this is not my favorite card. This is my rebellious card. This is the one that I say, I'm going to go the other way. The Hierophant is a 5, and that is some change energy, positive, negative. The Hierophant is very much with rules and regulations. I call this the business of government, the business of religion. This is one of those times, where you just feel like everything's, like you feel like you're in a straitjacket almost here. And, the Hierophant is one that I kind of say, when I see this, it's like, oh, pay attention. Something's going to try to hold you down a little bit, and you may want to avoid it before it comes, or you might want to have your escape plan ready. Okay? Something about the Hierophant. I know some people will say some readers will say the Hierophant brings you to your higher development. I do like that explanation. I just don't agree with that explanation. To me, the Hierophant is cringy. It's cringy. It's like, oh, no, 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 no. So when I see this, I'm like, exit stage right or left, whichever way you want to go. Next card is the Hermit. So we have two major arcana cards here. So the Hermit is a 9. You have everything you need. Let's wrap it up. The Hermit is one, and this is major arcana. So this is some strong universal energy going on for this week. The Hermit is step back. The Hermit is pray. The Hermit is meditate. The Hermit is connect with your higher power. It is not a time where we are around a lot of people. It's not a time where we are celebrating. It's not a real big party time, okay? Again, it's a time to step back and just pray, meditate. And the thing about the Hermit, though, the Hermit, is not, the Hermit's not cringing. The Hermit's not hiding. The Hermit actually is looking down, so there is a little bit of a, like, I'm not going to look up. I'm kind of bowing my head energy. But now he could be watching his path. He could be seeing, to find his true path. There is the light that he holds. It's not necessarily a light that's luminous. I mean, it's not really big, like big spotlight. And he does have his staff to help. But this is all about finding your path also. So, this between the two of these, not quite sure where we're going to go because, like I said, that this is not my favorite card, but it is a necessary card. It is a necessary message. This one is kind of step back. It's a good time to pray, meditate, and contemplate next steps. Okay? Next card is, now we face our fears. We are facing our fears. Something is going on where we face our fears. Now, this is a 15. So we have a 5, 9, and a 15. Now, 15 is 555. Change, change, change. 15 is a 10, which is transitional energy plus that 5. So we're moving into something to change. We can also take the 15, make it a 6. 1 plus 5 is a 6. And 6 is the number of man. It's the energies we put into something. So we get the Devil card. Now the Devil card is really, it's not as scary as it looks, except, just as, like I said, the Hermit, we need to do some reflection. And the Devil card is showing us some stuff that's not necessarily pleasing to us. You have to look at the card. We have the man and the woman. We have the man and the woman that they are in chains, but at the same time, at any moment, they can break those chains. They can break those bonds. This is the card where I tell you that, fear is a tool of the devil. It tries to hold you back. It tries to keep you from your divine destiny, okay? And I know what that's all about. I do know that. I have been there, done that type of thing, taking the safe route and not necessarily stepping out into that unknown path. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm never going to tell you to do that. And I will tell you it's always easier to get a job when you get a job. When you have a job. But the devil is about facing your fears. Do you stay where you're at and accept the fact that you're losing your humanity, or do you slip those chains and move on? So the devil energy is very very powerful, but the devil energy is only as powerful as you feed into it, okay? As you give it. So it looks like this full moon has a very strong energy. This week is a very strong energy. I do like, meditate, pray. It doesn't necessarily feel as positive as we would like it to be. However, it's a very cleansing energy, and it's, again, facing our fears, and slipping the bondage and moving out of that. Okay? Okay, now this is the card that when I was shuffling, and I had made a mistake of shuffling, well, it's never mistakes, right? Of shuffling my Osha Zen Tarot cards, and this one is the one that flew. So let us see what we have. Higher power. What is this one all about? I kind of Okay, so now we have a 7. We have a 7. This is patience. I believe this is also one of the major arcana cards too. Okay, so this is, there's a lot of fertility here. There's a lot of moon energy here. I'm trying to think of which one this would be, and you're going to tell me. 8 is strength, 6 is, oh, 7 generally is the chariot energy. So I'm not quite sure where these are all connecting here. I need to take a peek at this. I'm going to hold on a second while I take a look at this. No, it is not major arcana. It is, I get a little confused sometimes in which ones I'm following. I was thinking of John Holland's Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. But 7, again, is a divine number. 7 is a divine umbrella. There is a moon cycle here. There is all about patience. The woman is waiting to have her child. The woman, and a lot of times, hey, former labor and delivery nurse, and even though people will say there's no studies to prove this, the full moon does bring about new birth many a time, okay? So it is a lunar cycle. It is a lunar time. It could be, again, the full moon is right above her head. It is on the 7th, and Eastern time, the full moon will be on the 7th. So whatever's going on up here, it is, this is a card saying, reminding us patience. Kind of, is this connecting with that full moon too? You let me know. Okay, let me know what you say, what you think about this, the ones that do watch my introduction. Okay, so just want to let you know, I may be posting, posting an additional one before maybe Sunday or Monday. I bought some new cards, so I may unpack them for you, and we'll see where we go with that. But again, why don't we do the like, share, subscribe, clicking on the bell for notifications. Again, it's amazing, especially when you do that, how it does pop the channel. Okay, so I really appreciate it. Do not be afraid of any of this. Remember, no fear. We will just be strong. Patience. Okay. So let's start our videos. Hello, my Pisces. So Neptune is still right there, watching, but it is starting to move forward. So it's good energy. Good. It's interesting energy for you. And we do have a full moon. I know, like I told you in the beginning, I read, I shouldn't say some people, I read that somebody was like saying this is an angry moon. And I was like, nah, I think it's very strategic. I think it's very focused moon. So you are a water sign, so we don't know what is going to happen per se. It does feel intense for you. So be very, I feel like there's some activating energy going on for you. Positive. It's going to be very, it's a determined energy, and it just feels kind of like you're coming up for air. Okay, so we have some cards, 3 cards. Oh, one is a major arcana. We have 3 cards that popped just before I even, well, not before, but in between, I'm always saying Pisces. What do we have for Pisces higher power? And then as I started again, these 3 popped out. So your first one is the Ace of Ariel. So Ace of Ariel, 1, new beginning, new start. Ariel is our earth energy. So this could be a new job. This could be a new money-making opportunity. This could be something that's just really captured your interest, and you just really want to look into it more and more. So Ariel, again, money, job, career, could be a home, could be a new home coming to you too. This is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy. Again, that Pluto, Pluto is still in Capricorn, which is that earth energy. So it's still this destructive type of energy. But what's happening now is Pluto, as it gets closer to that in and out of Aquarius, 2023, it's really starting to regroup, and it's really starting to lay new foundation. It's starting to make something that can be created. Remember, Pluto does have the power of the phoenix, or has the phoenix type of attributes. And, once it's brought to ashes, it is the birth of the phoenix once again. The Ace of Ariel has really positive energy, right now for you. And especially Jupiter as it's transitioning, all of this stuff is an extremely powerful, positive change and choices coming up for you. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support. A change in job or promotion. The Ace of Ariel. So now we have the Queen of Gabriel. So Queen's underlying energy is our water energy. It is your energy. It is Cancer and Scorpio, fluid, emotional, psychic, spiritual energy. So there is that little bit of that psychic energy going on. So trust your gut with whatever's going on. Trust your instincts. Gabriel is the fire energy. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Like I said, Jupiter will be transitioning into Aries, so we're starting to find that, that pushing forward, when it's in Pisces, you're making your plans, you're thinking your dreams. And as it gets closer to As it gets closer to Aries, it starts to make the push to make your dreams come true, to make your dreams possible. Sagittarius right now, we're in Sagittarius. So this is, very passionate. This is burning. This is consuming energy. The Queen of Gabriel lives larger than life. She is a little bit more flamboyant. She goes out after what she wants. She is not saying no. She is not taking no for an answer. She's got a she cares about people. She loves people, but she also knows that she knows the greater good for these people too. She's bigger than life. So your lucky day, something, you have to believe in that. You have to push forward in that. You have to know that there's more out there for you too. So passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. You can do anything right now. So lots of confidence here. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. Now let's see what this major arcana is. I see that it's purple, but don't know what it is. Perspective. So here we go. We have a 1, and now we have a 1, 2. So 1 is a new beginning, new start. 10 is a transitional energy. 2 is a crossroads, choices. It's your decisions. So 1 plus 2 is a 3, creative, celebration, power of 3. This is the Hanged Man. So whatever's going on here, it's all a matter of perspective. It's all in how you're looking at things, okay? But it's not just in how you look at it. It's also counting your blessings. It's also looking at the different roads you can take. There's a really good overview of what's going on here. Okay, so here we go. Lucky day, confidence, go after what you want. But it's all, again, it is perspective. Sometimes you can go after what you want to the detriment of others. Sometimes you can go after what you want and it's the benefit of others. Or it could be to your detriment or to your benefits. It's all how you're looking at it. Okay? So even though we've got this wonderful, wonderful energy, it is about looking at things from a different point of view. Maybe this is, again, sometimes we can have the fear of success. We can have fear of failure. We can have fear of success. Again, another way to look at something is if you don't try, the answer is always a no. If you do try, you could get that no still. That's still possible, but you could also get the yes. Okay, so somehow, whatever this is, you have to look at things differently. You have to, I would say also, you have to look at your blessings with it too. It might scare you. It might scare you a whole lot. But is it worth the ride? Is it worth the chance? Okay. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So something that you need to look at differently here. Lucky day, passionate, you can do anything right now. Dare to be different. Now that's another thing too. Again, being different. Being different isn't always comfortable, but when you're following your path isn't always comfortable. So what is that about? Let's see. I'm trying to keep my voice. I'm sorry, my Pisces, if it's cracking. Anyway, my Pisces, guardian angels, what do you have for my Pisces? We have a 112, 211. There's something about that Ace of Ariel that just keeps pulling at me. Are you that new opportunity of money, time, or support, new resources, a change in job or promotion? Is there something scary about that? Do you not think that you can do this? What would be the harm in trying? Oh, there'd be a lot of harm in trying. Okay. There'd be a lot of harm in trying. There would be a lot of ways I need to do something differently. I need, so just, I don't know, just change your thoughts a little bit. Change your thoughts. Keep them on the positive. Keep them on the higher end, okay? Change your vibrations, because it does say dare to be different. So, okay, let's see. Reversed, the helper of abundance. So the helper of abundance, I think, is the Knight of Earth, okay? The Knight of Earth. Now, the Knight's underlying energy is fire, okay? So passionate, burning, determined. Abundance is aerial, earth energy, money, job, career. The Knight is directional. The Knight of Earth, and this is something you can probably really understand. The Knight of Earth is very deliberate in his deliberations. The Knight of Earth is going to really look things through, and he is going to create his path. He is going to create his plan. But then once he starts to do that, once he sees that, once he sees the pitfalls, once he sees the money returns, he then goes after what he wants, okay? So, although you have a lot to do, it's important that you get organized first. Once planning is complete, you can roll up your sleeves and get to work. Your guardian angels surround you and are ready to help out. This card also indicates a very loving, kind, and loyal friend, someone with a big heart or a quick wit and endless patience. That person could be you. Lucky day, be confident, go after what you want. You might have to look at things a little bit differently because, again, I kind of get this fear of success, fear of failure type of thing. I get that fear type of energy. And again, it's like if you don't try, then you've already failed, right? But then you get this, the Knight of Abundance, the helper of abundance, the Knight of Earth, the Knight of Pentacles. And it's kind of like, make your plans. You don't have to rush into anything, but you do have to get moving. You do have to get moving. So something very positive with that too. So let's see. Our inspirational wisdom, or inspirational words, inspirational wisdom from our angels and fairies. So let's see, what do we have? What do you have for our Pisces here? What do you have? So change the way you're looking at things. Maybe even change the ways you're praying for things. There's many people out there that do not think that they should pray for God, Holy Spirit, whoever that is, to gift them with something. They're like, no, it's if I do the work, then I'll be blessed. No, sometimes the blessings come because you believe. Okay, sometimes the blessings come just through faith. So maybe that's why you need to look at it differently. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we have here. This is reversed. Garden fairies. Okay. The spirits are all around you, so allow yourself to grow in full, knowing you are beloved. That's very pretty. The spirits are all around you, and that would make sense with Neptune right now. Neptune's very deep and very interesting energies. Okay, let's see what we have here now. Crystal or energy for my Pisces. What do we have for my Pisces with the crystal or energies? Garden fairies. The spirits are all around you. You're very psychic. My moon is in Pisces. Very, very psychic energy. So let's see what we've got here. Okay. Blue kyanite. Connecting with animals, telepathic abilities, finding your true path, finding clarity. Well, finding your true path, finding clarity, that would be a good thing. This week has good energies for that. Okay, my Pisces, please take that time to do the like, share, subscribe, and clicking on the bell. I have to tell you, when you do that, it really makes a difference, and my channel is seen, so thank you. As always, my Pisces, most importantly, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.